Rolled up, back of the Uber.
What's up, guys? So I just wanted to come to you guys today and give you guys an update on our land. And you can see the thumbnail. It says, should we sell our land? All right, guys, so let me give you guys a little bit of history about this land. All right, so I used to garden right here in my backyard. You know what I'm saying? I had a garden bed that I had bought from Costco, and it had like, I think it had 7 4x4 squares for me to, do my gardening in, and it was fine. I was successful. I was doing it right here in my backyard. And then over time, I was like, you know what? I can grow more. So I wanted to expand. So we started looking at some land, guys, and the land that we was looking for here in West Palm Beach was like 250,000 to 300,000 a square, an acre. So that was way out of our price range, and we, like I said, we have a house here too. So we decided to look a little bit further. So that's how we come to find the land that we bought, the 1.25 acres for $30,000. So initially, like I said, when I bought the land, it was for me to just expand my garden here at home, maybe grow some fruit trees and, plant some more vegetables out there. I mean, 1.25 is a lot. It's actually a lot of land to actually, grow your own vegetables for just you and your family. It's actually overboard. But, we have a travel trailer as well, and we like to travel, and we like to, we go to different campsites across, around Florida and stuff like that, and we hang out and camp in our travel trailer. So, it was actually pretty good to get the land, so we can do some recreational camping on our own land, and I can do some vegetable growing over there, so it was a win-win situation. So guys, so just to bring you up to speed, when we purchased the land, like I said, it was 1.25 acres. We knew all of the rules and regulations and things like that go along with the land. We knew that already. We'd done our research. We knew what you can do to the land, what you can't do to the land, and what permits and things like that you have to have going forward. So we knew it. We wasn't going in there thinking that we can do whatever we want to do, or we just found out about something that caught us off guard. That wasn't it. So just to give you a little bit of insight on some of the rules that we have on our land is you have to have a permit for pretty much everything that you do. You can't have a tiny home on the land. It has to be at least 1,000 square feet. You must have a building permit for that as well. You must have a septic tank as well. And what else you gotta have? It's a lot of permits, guys. So so what we were doing was, and you guys seen from my previous videos, I have my travel trailer there, which I go over there and I spend the night, spend the weekends and stuff like that, and I'm able to do work on the land. However, the travel trailer is only supposed to be there recreational. Okay, you cannot live in the travel trailer either. It's supposed to be recreational. Unless you were grandfathered in, then you can't live in the travel trailer either. So I leave my travel trailer there, and then I take it back to storage sometimes, and then I bring it back over there. Like I said, it's recreational. The only way you can leave your travel trailer there full time is if you have a house built. So what we were doing was we were actually looking into building a home there on the property, so we can have a second home. So what we did was I'm on a Facebook group, and it's all these people that live out there, that homestead out there on the land close to where our property is. Well, it is where our property is. So in this group around March, I believe it was March of this year, something's crawling behind me, guys. These little lizards and stuff. And I'm sitting over here underneath a banana tree because it's not really sunny today anyway. It was raining earlier, so I decided right now it's the perfect time for me to come out here and give you guys this video. So anyway, around March of this year, like the end of March, I went on there on Facebook and I saw that some people had posted that we have some impact fees that's going to be changing. Okay, so meaning if you don't hurry up and get your building permits in on anything that you're trying to build, they will be implementing the impact fees. So I was like, what's that? So I looked up the impact fees. Impact fees are, guys, are like fees that they charge you to do anything to your property. Like if you're building a home, a septic tank, any structures, they charge you impact fees. And based on the size of the house that we were trying to build, which was the impact fees would have been around $14,000. Okay, so they add that on top. So I started to think, so I was like, let me call the county and see what all this is about. So the county told me that they've always had impact fees, but they just wasn't charging. They wasn't making the people pay it, right? So, but on May 14th, they will start making people pay the impact fees. So, meaning if you want to build something, you can hurry up and get all your paperwork in, and once it's approved, then you wouldn't have to pay the impact fees. But anything that you submit after May 14th, then you would be in trouble. Then you'd have to pay those fees. So me and my wife were already thinking about building the house a couple months ago. We've been getting our mind wrapped around it, trying to figure out how much it's going to cost to do this and that, and so we was already thinking about it. So so when this came up, this was like, we gotta hurry up and speed up the timetable. So I immediately started calling around. So I called the building permit people. They told me to download this application, so I did. The application was like $685. They said you can't submit the application until after you have the health department do their portion, and then you can submit it. So I said, okay, so let me call the health department. So I called the health department. They say, okay, the application fee, I think it was like $485, and the first thing you have to do is you have to get a septic company to fill out the paperwork that you're going to be buying a septic tank from them or whatever, and have a permit for them too. So that permit was like $600 that we would have had to pay, and the septic tank was $12,000. So they said you had to have that first, and then you can submit that to the health department, and then the health department will submit it. Then you can submit that with the building permit. So I was like, okay, so that's one step further. So when I called the septic tank people, they said that you need to have a survey done of where the septic is going to go, and you got to have the survey with the house as well. So I called the survey people. Now, mind you, the survey people charged me $500 before because they did my fence line survey, and they also did my well septic, my well pump. So I paid them $500, and I had that one. So when I called them, they was like, no, you have to get another survey, which is with the house elevation and where the septic tank is going to go, and woo, and that was going to come out to $1,800. So I was like, wow, okay, so that's $1,800. Then you submit that to the septic tank people, they can submit their permit, and then you can submit your other paperwork to the health department, and then they submit their paperwork. So you had to do all that. So then I said, okay, so let me call the survey people. Told me that they were 3 weeks out. Now, mind you, it was already May, when I'm hearing all this information about what I had to do, and you only had like 2 weeks left to submit your paperwork, and your paperwork had to be approved, not just submitted. It had to be approved by the building department. So I called the health department, and I said, hey, the survey people said they can't even do the survey for 3 weeks. The health department says, well, we can't even get to your property either for like 2.5 weeks. And then the building permit people also said that they're running behind like probably a month, and there's like 40 people ahead of me. If I was even at that point with my paperwork coming into the building permit people. So I said, okay, let me call the building permit people and ask them, zoning. So I called zoning and asked them, I was like, hey, if I get my paperwork in before May 15th or the deadline that night at midnight, would I be okay? And they said no, the paperwork had to be submitted and approved. So automatically right there, we were not going to be able to put our paperwork in for the house and have everything approved without having to pay the property impact fees. So guys, I'm trying to make this video short. I don't want to make it too long for you guys, but basically that $14,000 difference made us change our approach. We're going to have to wait now because that wasn't part of the budget. I mean, you're talking about building the house up, the concrete, everything that was supposed to be done, that we were going to get done. We didn't have that $14,000 added in that fee. So basically, guys, what we are going to do is I'm just going to continue to grow my vegetables there. We're not going to sell the property. However, I will tell you this. There is a lot of building going on out there where our land is, and I mean, some people have already speculated that the land out there is going to go way up, which I believe it now, because we have neighbors that's moving in on both sides of us across the street. They're flattening, they're clearing the land. I see some houses being built, like a lot more movement. So it would be better for us just to keep it for right now, and just hold on to it. Hold on to it. I can keep going over there and camping on my land, and I can keep growing my vegetables there. And then maybe in the future, if they ease up off of the impact fees, then maybe we can do something. Maybe they'll stop making people pay the impact fees again if everything slows down, because that really hurts the economy over there for all of the people that's over there doing business. Like if you are over there doing septic tanks, and now that fee can go up on the person that's trying to get a septic tank, even though I don't know why you would get a septic tank if you can't get a house, because they won't even give you a septic tank. Matter of fact, you can't have a septic tank over there unless you have a house, because I asked them, could I do that with my travel trailer, and they said no, it has to be a house, 1,000 square foot house, no barns, no sheds, no containers. That's not allowed. So like I said, guys, I think it'd be better for us to hold on to the land, keep using it. I'll keep my fruit trees over there, keep growing my vegetables over there, and in the future, like I said, if I'm able to save up some more money to where we can put more money into it, because like I said, we did not account for that $14,000 impact fee, but like I said, in the future, if if something changes and we're able to go forward with the build, then hey, we'll go forward with the build. But like I said, it was never in our initial goal when I first bought the land to build a house anyway. It was just for me to grow my vegetables and me to have fun doing it, and have more space. So yeah, if like I said, I know the thumbnail says, should we sell our land? I'm not going to sell it right now, because like I said, in the future, if they change it, fine. But if not, I know the property value is going up. And like I said, we paid $30,000 for it, 1.25. We put the well on there, we got the fence on there, and we cleared it. There's people out there selling it right now for about $75,000, $80,000. And if you want 2 acres, 2.5 acres connected, they're paying like $90,000. So like I said, we're we can make some money off the land if we keep it. So it's in our best interest right now to just keep it. Also, guys, if you guys are looking for land, I think land right now is the best thing to buy. It honestly is, especially if you guys are gardening and you trying to grow your own food. The way things are going, prices are going, people getting sick off the some of the stuff that people spraying on the food to keep the bugs off, the pesticide, all kind of stuff. So it's like, you might be better off growing your own food. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to give you an insight on on our land. And thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, please leave me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I appreciate you guys. See you guys later. Peace.
Last time you fell asleep here, Netflix never made it past intro. We were tangled up crystal clear. For B-rules, I keep it cool, but you know where to run. Every time you play this song, it's you. For B-rules, late or late night secret I wrote. Every night I probably know, it's you.